was a master courtier, soldier, and scholar. By your own eyes, you've seen evidence of this out of this candidate over several years. I would ask that you, at this point, make her a member of your order.
Good, Mr. Robert. We did receive your counsel. Though you were many leagues away, we did place her in vigil. We do remember this well. We would see that boon be recognized today. This is a right and proper thing.
Their Majesties of Eldamere charge the Order of Defense to present themselves.
Do us honor by joining us this day. Good companions, our order is yet small within our own kingdom. We would hear your words. Is it your opinion that this lady has sat her vigil and fought upon the field and is thus prepared to advance to the rank of the Strand?
Aye.
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 As was done on the day of the vigil, and at the elevation of Master Giovanni, premier member of our order, the Master of Defense and Elders. We would also call for the peers of Eldamere to stand as witness to this deed today.
The Crown calls the peers of Eldamere to approach and stand in witness to these deeds, and all peers of the realm to hear their words.
Good companions of our order of the chivalry, Laurel, Pelican, and our royal peers. This lady would not be recognized for her prowess, but as a peer of our realm. Do you support her elevation to your ranks?
Aye.
Some of the
The Honorable Lady Jocelyn Roger de Cranewell is summoned before the throne.
Jocelyn, present yourself before us.
Jocelyn, you come well escorted from those of your fellowship. Does the rapier community of Eldamere, both members of the Academy and those at large, support Jocelyn's elevation to the Mastery of Defense?
Aye. Aye.
The Crown has heard the support of the peerage. Yes, the peerage of Eldamere. We would hear more. Who will speak as a member of the Order of the Chivalry?
I would speak as a member of the Order of Chivalry. I have had great joy in crossing steel with you. But even before I crossed steel with you, before I took up that side of the martial arts, I saw you striving for excellence. I saw you pushing yourself, not just in rapier combat, but in cut and thrust combat as well with steel blade. I saw you become a pillar of our kingdom. I saw you train people. I saw you grow and show peer-like qualities. I know you to be a peer, or we would not be
speak as a member of the Order of the Laurel?
Your Majesties, I will speak as a member of the Order of the Laurel. I am Magistra Nicola, member of the Order of the Laurel and of the Pelican. And I have had the honor, and will continue to have the honor of being Jocelyn's peer. She is both protege and apprentice to me. That relationship will not end. However, she will stand beside me as a colleague and a peer, and will continue on those paths. I know of her artistry, her skill with the pen particularly, her skill with illumination, her skill with embroidery. She has the heart of an artist. I do believe someday she will join me in that order. But for today, she will simply be my peer and my friend.
Who will speak as a member of the Order of the Pelican?
Majesties, Mistress Kerstigan deeply regrets she cannot attend, but she has sent words for me to read if I might.
We would be pleased to hear these words.
Jocelyn.
Louder though, this is generator.
There are many steps that an individual may go through when they are summoned to a peerage. There is first the disbelief that the crown has found them worthy, and this is not a disrespect to the crown. Then comes the awe that one may be prepared to join the peerage, and then there is anxiety that one may serve well. Over past months, since Jocelyn has been ordered to sit vigil, we have discussed these feelings many times. I was beyond honored when Jocelyn asked I speak on her behalf as a companion of the Order of the Pelican. I consider Jocelyn to be a very dear friend, and I hold her in deep regard and affection. I am beyond saddened that I must miss this glorious day. I would speak to the service of Jocelyn. As a new fencer, she was initially intimidating with her knowledge and prowess. As I became comfortable with fencing, I got to know her well and learned from her. Her joy is infectious, and her passion is deep. She always brings her spirit to the field. She cares deeply when she crosses blades, and underneath it all is a big smile of joy and excitement, particularly as she guts her opponent. Or very precisely slits their throat. She is fierce, she is mighty, and she is fast. Every time I meet Jocelyn on the field, I know I will come away with more knowledge than I had before, and I know I will leave smiling with the feats of honor and glory we have left on the field. I am proud of the peer you have become, I am proud to call you friend, and I am proud beyond all measure that you are accepting these honors. Those are her words.
Their Majesties invite up to the stage a royal peer to speak on the behalf of Honorable Lady Jocelyn.
Speak over the generator.
I am Duchess Dagmar, and I am her student. Every once in a while, when I get over ignorance. I have called this woman many things. Most of them polite. Every once in a while, Mother Goose, you watch her do footwork with students as we prance around rooms. But she has brought to me a joy and a skill I work on hard. But she has also brought to me her service. Our first grade, she was at my side, attempting to control what I did, who I did it with. Not always the easiest of matter. Yeah, I didn't know you were a rebellious child. But she brought to that a panache and a skill, an ability to bring people together and to inspire them, whether it was to do entourage for a wayward queen or to follow her in honor in your field. She is fabulous at what she does. She brings such joy. She teaches me things I bring over to other fields because, you know, if you are late, you should always ask your opponent if they wish to yield, as one does. But I am so happy on this day to be with you. Thank you for the honor.
Who come to the stage to speak as a member of the populace.
I will, your majesties. I am Lady Petra the Gypsy.
The Honorable Lady Jocelyn is asked to receive her this day. It brings me such joy. Since I first came to this kingdom 8 years ago, she has shown me nothing but honor and courtesy. We have interacted. We have sought each other's counsel. We have listened to each other's words. She has inspired me every time I have seen her taken to the field. I once dipped my toe into rapier. Unfortunately, it didn't quite stick. We also share lineage back to the land of Osteora that gave me birth in the SCA. She has inspired me on and off the field, and I cannot tell you how proud it makes me to speak for her today.
A knight is charged to speak through what he sees. A companion of the Pelican is charged to know of what they speak. A companion of the Laurel knows much of skill and dedication. Our royal lady has been our inspiration and received many times the words of peers. A member of the populace knows the spirit of the people of Eldamere. This candidate has the support of her colleagues within Eldamere and the Order of Defense throughout the known world. It must be fitting, then, if such noble persons would speak for Jocelyn, that she might well deserve the mantle of the Order of Defense.
Have you heard your peers? Have you listened to their words? And will you accept the burden placed before you?
Their Majesties accept the bond of the good noble before them and would have all know that King Nigel and Queen Adrielle observe from their Majesty that those who exhibit continuous faithful service to them, and we are minded to elevate those to special honors with great solemnity. Give us then your oaths as a maestro of the Order of Defense. Will you be true to the society?
I will.
Will you be a true subject of the crown and report all traitors within 1 day if possible? Even if they be family, and serve the crown with life and property.
Nice front, yes.
I
Will you obey and work with the other masters of this order?
will. I will.
Will you refrain from teaching or associating with murderers, thieves, drunkards, quarrelers, and other suspects?
I will.
Will you, in any game, prize, or play of weapons, give true judgment without favor or hatred?
I will.
Will you require oaths of your chargers and charge no more than would any other master? Will you refrain from challenging any Eldamere masters?
I will.
Will you be merciful when you have the upper hand, except in self-defense or in service to the crown?
I will.
Will you give aid and strength and help to all masters and provosts, widows and orphans, and help any poor masters at each prize?
I will.
Will you refrain from teaching? Will you refrain from teaching another master's provost or scholar without permission, and only if that master was paid in full?
I will.
Will you give counsel to the crown with all other masters in matters pertaining to advancement in this order?
I will.
Will you refrain from allowing others to keep a school in your name, as well as refraining from keeping a school in another master's name?
I will.
Will you give counsel to the crown with all other masters, at least 2 more of which must be in agreement in matters pertaining to advancement in this order?
I will.
Are there symbols of the order?
Are there symbols of the order?
Aye.
Is there a sword of the order?
Your Majesties, indeed there is a sword of the order. Firstborn by Master Giovanni. The lineage
Jocelyn. A continuance of the lineage of Elderman for your master's defense. She is also
Is there a knotted cord?
Jocelyn, trying to place this on, each of these knots will have meaning. They will represent milestones, both good and bad, that you will have to think on when you serve your crown of your kingdom. Your goal is to one day have all these knots good milestones.
Is there a collar of the order?
I'm David St. Jacques, fourth Master of Defense of the Great Kingdom of Cranewell. I beg the party to keep the excitement because I need to tell people what this means to me. I grew up in the East Kingdom, and Penzing every year was something I look forward to. And it wasn't just because of the battles or the parties, it was because of the people. And everybody here has that group of people that as soon as they get on site, they're looking for that person because this is the only time they get to see them because you have friends that live hundreds of miles away in this game. The smile has been mentioned 3 times in this elevation, and I know you have all seen it. This was one of the things I looked for every time I came to the field. And it made me happy. It's my happy place because she loves this game as much as I do. And she will bounce out there, big grin, throw her gear on, and murder you. And never stop smiling. And hug you afterwards and bounce off and murder somebody else. But every year, I look forward to death and smiles and hugs. And sometimes it wasn't always me dying, and I thought they were pretty cool sometimes. But the important part is that this collar represents our order. But this person represents what our order means. If you don't love this game as much as she does, you can't get here. It doesn't work like that. Skill can't get you here. Friends can't get you here. It's this. It's the love. And anybody who knows her knows. And that's the thing. Sorry, I just...
stand before you to become a peer Valdemir, this cloak is a symbol not only of your mastery, but of your attention to the peerage. You will stand with us the next time we stand witness to the creation of a master.
Will we have your fealty at this time?
I here swear fealty to the crown of Valdemir. On my honor, I vow to keep a noble and kind heart, with full integrity and skill, be ever generous in mercy and knowledge, defending the honor of the crown and all we hold dear. I pledge my blade and heart. Thus swear I, Jocelyn Cranewell.
We hear these words and return these words to you. We will honor your deeds and never sacrifice you needlessly. Reward fealty with love, service with honor, and oath breaking with vengeance, for so long as we hold Eldemir's thrones. Thus swear I,
Nigel, Rex.
Adriel, Regina. Eldemir, we give you your second Master of the Order of Defense.
Hear now the writ of their majesties. Be it known unto all by this present writings,
Jocelyn.
wheresoever it shall come to be read, heard, or understood, and especially to all manner of officers under our dominions, do we, Nigel III and Adriel III, monarchs of the lands of the north, to all justices, mayors, sheriffs, bailiffs, constables, head boroughs, and to their deputies, and to all others to whom this decree comes, greetings. Every parent, in order that their children should acquire reputation, procures for them some place in some royal court and of some protection, to provide for them the best that they can. So did a notary of the court of Florence place with us his only daughter, who has, under the guise of learning to dance, become adept with the sword and dagger and cloak. She has traveled far across the known world, both learning from those who are masters of the art, while freely giving of her knowledge to those in need. She has flourished upon the field and has our trust. Thus do we, your sovereign king and queen, majesties, with our most honorable council, look with favor upon Jocelyn de Cranewell as an exemplar of the arts of the sword, and because she is dear to us, and shown of herself the magnanimity, the cunning, the valor, and the innumerable other virtues, and also the greatness of her ancestors, being descended as she is from a lion of Ansteora, who was begat by Monstromos, who was begat by the Moon Dragon, who introduced the art of defense to the society, do we admit with authority and by special commission under our broad seal the said Jocelyn de Cranewell into the order of defense, forevermore to be known as a maestra and a peer of the realm. And therefore we state by our royal majesty and most honorable council, desire all our true subjects to aid the said Jocelyn de Cranewell against all strangers, and such as teach without authority, and such forsworn men against our royal majesties, which of long time have deceived our true subjects. We desire all our true subjects and officers, as they love our sovereign crown, to suffer none to keep any school of defense whatsoever they be having, they be except having authority to show in like case as this Maester Jocelyn the Cranewell hath, unless it otherwise be also recognized by the crown. In doing so, you show yourself